Hi everybody, this is a video just on how to fit our decals and why our decals is just different from eBay decals. So the eBay ones, you'll find it's just sign vinyl, which is just black vinyl, and then you'll get the M Performance logo to stick over the top. Ours, completely different. You see the M Performance is printed into the vinyl, and we've actually got the template here for ease of fitting. So for you guys at home, all you need to do is just place the template on the side sill, and that will automatically place the decal exactly where it needs to go for you. So obviously make sure, you'll see earlier in the video that Isaac's been cleaning this down. You're going to make sure that you get all the tar off, otherwise that'll show through, and make sure that you alcohol the whole sill. If you don't do this, you're going to find it's going to start to lift. So first things first, go to the back of the car, pull the decal, peel off. So this little template here that I've just been mentioning, this goes to the back of the side sill, and it is cut exactly to shape of your side sill, so you can't go wrong. So you place that on there. I like to just get a nice good flat surface down, and then come to the front. So peel off completely. You can see, come to the front, get it nice and straight on the sill. And as you can see, this top part is on top of the side sill where it needs to be. So what you'll probably find once you do this, you can see these little ripples here. So don't attempt to put the decal down onto the paint with these ripples. Just lift off, get rid of the ripples, reapply. And then what you'll find is that you've got a nice straight line on your decal. So the next thing to do is make sure that this is straight on top of this sill line here. So we just place the finger down and just rub. See on this one, it's just slightly raised at the front there, which for us is not good enough. So just pull the decal to that point there, and just lower it just a little bit. And again, get rid of this. We should have a nice straight line. Again, just using the template. Got a nice straight line there on the actual M Performance decal there itself. So all we need to do now, don't need the squeegee yet. Use your hand, just run all the way down this line here, so you can see how the line is now conforming to the vinyl. Run it all the way down. I'm starting to see some distortion of the vinyl here now. So take that out, straighten it up, run the hand all the way down. So you've got that straight line, just there. And I just like to use my hand to this point here. Just get it as flat as you can just on this top surface here, because it's starting to stretch now. So I'll show you what you need to do after that. So just run your hand all the way down. Get some adhesion. What you'll find now is that everything's stretching, so you're going to make it difficult for yourself. So this is the time where you can peel your template off now. So you'll see there's a little tear mark here. Just tear it, hold the decal, tear all the way down. You can see that your decal is perfectly placed where it needs to go. So again, run down this line, get that nice and straight. Then we need to run a squeegee on there. You've got a squeegee, Isaac?
Yeah, well, on the seat. You might have sat on it. No.
Oh, see my foot. I'm always losing things. So, now just start to work the vinyl upwards gradually. Don't go straight up, because you're going to find it's going to crease. Nice and gradual. From this line here, you're going up, so you're pushing any air bubbles upward. And then vice versa with the bottom edge, you're going to go down and push the air bubbles down. So on the F32, 33, 36, the 4 series, this part of the decal here can bubble quite badly. So what I like to do, once I'm down to this point here, try not to worry too much about this here. Pull the decal back. You see this crease in here? This is where it bubbles. Excuse me. This is where it bubbles. So what I do now, I keep the decal off the car, making sure it's still straight, and I run my finger all the way in to that groove, which will then stop any lifting. So run that all the way in. And that's nice and tucked inside there. So now just gradually work up into the crease. And then start to push up and out. A lot of people get this misconception that you've got to follow this line all the way down here. This is not true. If you see the OEM decals, these are cut exactly to the shape of OEM. So the OEM decal runs straight on this line here, and it starts to overlap that line there, which gives you a nice wrap around there. You see so many people install these and they follow this line all the way down, and before you know it, your decal's just going all the way down to where you've only got this much decal at the bottom. So straight line all the way. So once you've got your top line, get another little rub over. Now, under any circumstances, do not try and fold under until you've peeled the backing paper off. You'll find it to be a nightmare to get the backing paper off. So I like to leave it loose so I can get the backing off. So at this point, this is where you start taking it off. And just pull, because you've got the adhesion here, you just need to pull downward. The decal. You can see it's nice and flat. And then you've got the adhesion. So I always like to have a good look down, make sure that I've got it all nice and flat on the top. And now I work from this edge all the way under. So I only do just the first little bit, just to get the air bubble underneath. You can see I've got very good left hander. You can see that I'm just working it to that point. I'm not going all the way down. Just work all the way to the front. Now you've probably noticed that I've not used any heat yet. You don't need to. Not with this vinyl, because it's such high quality vinyl, you don't need to use it yet. You will need to use it towards the end, because you need to get the heat through it, and get the adhesion. But not yet. So you can see how it's all creasing up a little bit there. Pull it again. Nice and gentle. I use a finger on the line and a finger in that crease that I was telling you about. Make sure it's straight and run it down to that point there. And now you go under. See? So start at the back again, and now start to work it further under the car. I'm doing this with my left hand, so that's even more impressive than fitting the decal right first time. actually it's a lot easier doing this on a ramp. Fully aware that you guys may not have a ramp, so you're going to be crawling around on your back on the driveway, like I used to do when I first started the company. So it can be done. Little distortions here, just pull them out and then them down. So that bit there. So we're kind of halfway under now. Now we're going to go, start from the back again, work all the way to the front. We're going to fold it all the way under this time. So you just got to make sure that you check, just make sure you've got all your air bubbles out on that line. And now start to push all the way under the car. Nice and easy. And that's another good thing about our vinyl. The difference between our vinyl and eBay vinyl is the vinyl will allow you to work it in this way, whereas signed vinyl is very thin, it's quite brittle, and it's a one chance saloon. So you only get one chance to do it. Now I know they're only 20 quid off eBay or anywhere else, but you get what you pay for at the end of the day. And without this you get a template which shows you exactly where the decal needs to be. Minimum effort, nice fast fitting. You can see this one's nearly done now, so we'll be at this, what, 10 minutes, Isaac? 10
Yeah,
minutes?
about 10.
And then we just run to this point here. Okay, so I'm going to show you what we do with this, because this can be a little bit awkward. Now, all that's underneath the car. So, got a heat gun. So, go over it one more time. Just make sure you've got all your creases. What you don't want to do is apply heat, and then it starts to ripple up. Oh, it's not a bad thing, because if you see it rippling up with the heat, you know you've missed a bit, and that's the bit that you need to concentrate on. And make sure it's nice and flat. Pretty much the decal's done now, so it's all laid on. So all we need to do is just get the adhesion, just activate that adhesive with the heat. So always start from the back. So our heat guns are like 300 degrees. Always advisable to have one. Hairdryer is not hot enough. And I'll start at the top. Just get the heat through the vinyl. And start to nicely just work it again. Make sure you get that top line. Because that top line is the bit that will start to go if you don't get it properly. And just work your way down to the front. Remember, this is the bit here. That's the awkward bit, so make sure you get plenty of heat into there. So fold in here. It's Ellie's final. All I need to do is that. It's done. Okay, back to the back again, and get that underside done. And get it through the ear now. Got a sharp knife. It's a sharp knife.
Yeah.
Okay, so strongly advise you to get a sharp knife at this point. We tend to use the scalpel blade on this one. So as you can see, we've made our decals a little bit longer, just so we've got room to manoeuvre and to tuck the decals. So what we do, it's going to be going around here, so you don't really want to be doing too much more than this. So cuts around here, nice clean cut down. And you see how this is all creased up here? What we need to do is follow this line here and just cut in towards the side sill there. So we've just got that one cut. And what I do is I fold this little bit in, and I fold this little bit round so it's nice and neat. Just make another little cut from that corner down, and we can work that in. I'm going to work that in with some heat, so I'm going to fold this one under first, under that. Let's heat go. Don't go too close to this one. Just enough heat so you can work the vinyl. That's the main. So the most important part is this, because that's where all the weather's going, that's where all the stones are going, that's where all the crap's going. So obviously we're going to fold this around here, but it's really important to get plenty of heat into this point here. If you don't, it's going to lift, the rain's going to take it off, and jet wash likely, but we always advise that you pull away with jet wash. At the end of the day, it's vinyl, it doesn't matter what quality vinyl you've got. Jet wash is going to damage vinyl if you get too close. So I'm just going to put plenty of heat through here now. 300 degrees on the heat gun. I'll just run it through. fold this round, then get your heat into it. And that is one side done. So any questions, you're always welcome to give us a call, drop us a message. Like I said, they're very self-explanatory. This is why we designed the decals this way, and that's why we use the vinyl that we use, so it's easy for you to work with as well. So any questions, give us a shout. They're a great price, £59 delivered. Get on the website, order yours today. Thank you very much.